After spending 50 days in Bangkok, the world's most underrated metropolis, I want to share what you need to know to make the most of your experience and how to avoid some of the mistakes I made. The first major and least spoken about challenge of a long stay in Bangkok is finding good housing. Contrary to what Bangkok influencers may lead you to believe, finding an amazing condo for under 500 bucks a month is not so easy unless you're signing a year contract. Short-term stays in Bangkok apartments is technically illegal, meaning Airbnb options are limited and a bit shady. So since this was a last-minute plan, I started off by booking a hostel until I could get a better idea of the city. Now the hostel I stayed at was actually really nice. Capsule-style digital nomad vibe. And there was even a co-working cafe built in, and at $12 it was a steal. Great community, great vibe, met other travelers there.
Actual subscriber, he's a real person.
Had a really great time, but it was far from the most happening part of Bangkok, which is arguably the Sukhumvit area. So to get there meant spending about 40 minutes in transit, either through Grab scooter taxis, which are pretty fun, or the metro, which is also really nice. But that time and cost does add up, and as a digital nomad who already has limited time, I prefer being in the center of the action, having easy access. That just means I'm more likely to see more of the city versus having that barrier of having to travel to get there. So I started researching a lot, and I saw a lot of places. I visited a lot of places, and very, very often the places were either overpriced.
Airbnb really sucks. They like overprice everything by like double, 2.5 times, 3 times what the rent would be.
Or did not match the advertising.
Looks pretty clean. For some reason, no bedding here. And then we got a washer.
And then I got kind of lucky. I met a friend at a digital nomad event
Who said he really loved his place. Now he's paying $30 a night for that place, but I called them, told them that I'm sure they have a discount for a monthly stay. What would that be? And they said it would be $20,000, which would actually be like $20 a night. So, dude, if you're watching, do that.
The hotel was very nice, very comfortable. They had laundry service.
And it comes out to that's about 500 bucks. I need to give another 500 in cash for the deposit if I want to get it back as soon as I leave. But nice.
And the location was perfect. It was right at the heart of Sukhumvit, quick walks to the nearby parks, and the parks in Bangkok are absolutely amazing. They're full of live events and live music. Being here made me appreciate how amazing of a metropolis Bangkok is. Modern, organized, clean, thriving, festive, international, friendly energy. I didn't really know what to expect during Bangkok. I knew it was a popular place, but I think the city is really misunderstood. Yes, it has a shady side to it, as do most metropolises. And if you go looking for it, you will find it. But if you don't, you probably won't. Like, this city has everything. It's absolutely a choose your own adventure city. And you can have any kind of experience you want to have. You can have a family experience, you can have a solo digital nomad experience, and you can have a shady experience if that's what you're looking for. This is such a big city that whatever you're looking for is what you're going to find. And whatever you're not looking for, you probably won't find because there's just so much else going on here. Bangkok is such a melting culture of the world. It just feels like everyone, everything is here. It's starting to rain a little bit. It's an incredibly social city, tons of activities and events, from the nightlife and clubs to everything else. I did yoga in the park, improv comedy in the park. The parks are very popular. I went on a really interesting walking tour through the city and met other travelers. If you go on Meetup or Facebook events or couch surfing, you're just going to find tons and tons of options for things to do. Okay, now it's actually starting to rain. I joined Bangkok Hiking Club for 2 amazing day trips. I highly recommend it. From Bangkok, we went to national parks and the grasslands. It was an amazing time and made new friends. Oh, as they say, the show must go on. Let's see if we can have the show go on. Highly recommend going on their day trips. A great way to get a glimpse of Thailand's beautiful nature and to make new friends along the way. You could also rent a bike and take a trip on your own.
This is a sketch. We're too big for this.
I had a friend visiting from the US and we rented 2 bikes.
All right, we got gas. We got gas.
And we took a trip to Ayutthaya, Thailand's ancient capital.
Should be about an hour and a half. We can't take the highways because they won't allow it. Any scooter or motorbike they won't allow, but we can take something that goes there. We got the bikes and it was about 10 bucks a day.
Highly recommend, really beautiful. I did a video on the trip that you can check out. Going with lightweight scooters probably wasn't the safest option. And there were other scooters on the road.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but there were, right? Were there? It's a little complicated. I actually had 3 friends visiting Bangkok at the same time as me, which was really cool to be able to explore the city with them. One of my friends came with his partner and they were going to so many different places. They went to a cabaret show and invited me. I honestly scratched the surface of what Bangkok has to offer. And with another one of my friends, I used ClassPass's trial to try out a bunch of fitness activities within the city.
But done Olympic lifting?
I think not, but when I see it, I'll know it then. Maybe I did it unintentionally.
Highly recommend trying out ClassPass if you haven't before. It's not here in Vietnam where I am now, but it's been in so many other places that I've been to. And with a trial, you can try out a bunch of different places within, I think, like 2 weeks or something. So many different fitness activities to choose from circuit training, yoga, aqua biking, rock climbing. If I have a promo link, I'll leave it below. You can use that. Otherwise, definitely try it out yourselves. This is probably one of the best cities to meet other travelers. People from all around the world visit. And actually, this is how I met my partner. She was here on a trip. For our first date, we went to a night market, which was really fun. And for our second date, we took a motorbike trip together to a faux Italian village. It was very rainy, but very fun and quite cute. So I'll definitely say Bangkok is a good place to make friends or find your travel life partner. Speaking of weather, I was there from late February to mid-April. Within April, it started to get pretty hot, but that was a good time to be there because mid-April is Thailand's New Year, and also it has one of its most fun festivals, the world's largest water fight festival. Absurdly fun experience, incredible. Definitely want to go back for that experience again, highly recommend it. Now on to food. I was lucky enough to be located within walking distance of Terminal 21. On top of this mall, there's a food court called Pier 21, and it has all types of foods, drinks, and desserts. Very delicious and very cheap. I'm talking a full plate and a smoothie for $1.80. Also very good vegan options. With the cost and quality of your Bangkok experience, it's really up to you. You can have very cheap local experiences. I've had meals for only a few dollars, up to more fancier places, meals up to $24 or higher. But even for the higher quality experiences, your money will go a lot farther for the quality that you get. Also, there are plenty of 7-Elevens here, which is definitely worth mentioning.
So the 7-Elevens here have food, and then they'll just like heat it up for you, and you can take it and eat.
They have vegan options there too.
So I got this like vegetarian meal. It's pretty good, but extremely spicy. Very spicy.
And even protein shakes. By the way, pro tip, Thailand has some of the best deals on money exchanges I've ever seen.
So you're paying $1 to convert to $50, I think? Yeah, you pay $1.
$1 for $2.50?
Yeah.
To exchange?
Yeah.
So that's the best exchange rate you're going to get in the world, I think.
Now, work-wise, I am a digital nomad, so there were plenty of co-working meetups and events. I went to one co-work that was really beautiful atop of a high-rise, but the drinks were kind of expensive and it was pretty crowded, so I ended up just going to a coffee shop nearby. Near my stay was a coffee shop called Coffee Company, which was really comfortable, good internet, and if you use the app, there are pretty good discounts and deals. It's very rare for me to stay in a place for 2 months and see myself staying there for longer, but Bangkok was one of those places. Since you enjoyed this video, check out the video I did on my long stay in Kuala Lumpur. I appreciate you watching. Take care. Peace.